Hello, everybody. It's Bernie Strom, and welcome to my YouTube channel for today's Field of Dreams Baseball May edition. We are currently starting season 11. Steve Tate did one broadcast, finished the short month of April. Today's second broadcast will only handle the first week in May. Anybody willing to broadcast, and we can use broadcasters, can pick it up after that. I will zip the file up, drop it in the league file section. I will continue to do broadcasts, but sure would enjoy some help. If anybody out there wants to help, let's review the standings. We've got two teams that got off to hot starts, and one in each league. Washington 13-2 leads the Suck It Up division, or the Suck It Up league. Which league is it? I need to look at it. Global League. The Global League is the one with Crystal Lake in it. Okay, I'll get it correct one of these days, 11 seasons. The Global League, led by Washington, 13-2, followed by Crystal Lake at 8-3, and Beantown, 7-4, off to their usual good start. No More Tears, which is the Universal League, led by Philadelphia, is 11-3, great start. Union Stewards, also a great start, 10-4, and Lehigh, 10-5. They hold the top three spots in the Universal League. And without any further ado, we will do two games here in the month of May. And we will do the first week, and we're going to start off. Let's take a look at the schedule, because I did pick out the games already. May 1st, there are 6 games on tap. And we are going to do none of those. We're going to sim all of these. We are going to see 4 good teams play today. Lancaster at Union Stewards, both, although Lancaster are off to a 4-12 start, all my sims show they have a great chance of ending up in the playoffs. And they defeat Union Stewards 3-2, Halliday over Ritchie. St. Louis in a rebuilding year at Chicago. 1-0 Chicago victory. Walter Johnson over Forsh. Beantown at Crystal Lake. 2 teams going to fight it out in their league. 7-2 Beantown. Dean over Jenkins. Fergie Jenkins, that is. Carolina at Real in a building season. Carolina, 4-13 record is exactly the opposite of what I would have expected. They're off to a slow start. Phil Reynolds comes by along with David Lando. Here you go, David. You lose to Carolina 11-0, not totally unexpected. Gary at Northwest. Northwest, the new team this year, and they show it. They're 1-12. And now they're 1-13 as Gary beats them 8-5. And San Francisco at Philadelphia. Philly wins 10-6. Continue their hot start. They're now 12-3. Second day of the month, Saturday, we will sim these also. Beantown at Carolina. Carolina continues to lose. They're now 5-14 as Beantown beats them 4-0. Crystal Lake at Manchester. They're going to fight it out this season. Manchester wins 4-2. Mel Parnell over Dwight Gooden. Chicago at Real. The Chicago and the Real Chicago. 7-1. David's Schilling wins over Seaver. Garcia Parra 1-for-3 with a home run. Union Stewards at Vegas. Union Stewards off to a 10-5 start. Vegas off to a slow 7-8 start. Union Stewards beats them 8-3. Martinez over Messerschmitt. St. Louis at Washington. Washington continues their hot streak. They're now 14-2. San Francisco at Philadelphia. Philadelphia continues their hot streak. They're now 13-3. They win 4-1. Gary at home against Lancaster. Gary wins 2-1. Hunter over Gullett. And Lehigh at Northwest. Lehigh wins 7-2. Northwest falls to 1-14. On May 3rd, and I think this is where I'm going to play here. Was it 3rd or 4th? I'm trying to look where I saw it, the game I was going to play. That's the one, the 4th, Union Stewards at Philadelphia. Okay. Here we are at the 3rd, San Francisco at Philadelphia. Will they continue their winning ways? They don't. San Francisco upends them 3-2. Lancaster at Gary, 4-0. Gary beats Lancaster. Manchester at home against Crystal Lake. Crystal Lake gets even, beating Manchester 8-3. Maddox over Sutton. Chicago versus Chicago, 8-3 Real, as they have won 2 in a row. Kershaw over Rapp. Union Stewards at Vegas. Union Stewards shuts out Vegas 1-0. Koufax over Rixey. Tough game to lose, but I lost. Lehigh at Northwest, 2-1 Lehigh. St. Louis at Washington. Washington shuts out St. Louis. Low-scoring games the last 3 games. Washington now 15-2, best record in both leagues. And Beantown at Carolina, 2-1 Carolina, as they improved to 6-14. Beantown falls to 9-5. We got the 4th. We are going to play the Philadelphia home game here, as I take a sip of my coffee. In the meantime, Lehigh at Gary, 5-3 Lehigh. Beantown at Carolina. Beantown exacts some revenge, 8-4. They go to 10-5. Crystal Lake loses to Manchester as they make a comeback. Manchester wins 7-5. Chicago and the Real Chicago beats the other Chicago 3-2. San Francisco at Vegas. Vegas loses. They continue their slow start, 9-1. San Francisco beats them. Lancaster at Northwest. Northwest continues to lose. They're 1-16. I hope I get to Northwest pretty soon before they heat up. St. Louis at Washington. 3-2 Washington's now 16-2, and we're going to play Union Stewards 12-5. They're currently in 3rd place. 1 game behind Philadelphia. It's 13-4. Spud Chandler pitching for Union Stewards. Tommy Bridges going for the Iceman. Lineups are in. Brigham in Detroit, and we've got Spud 2-1, 7 ERA against Tommy Bridges, 2.422 ERA. Union Stewards will be leading off with Kendall catching, batting first. Hornsby the DH second. Jones the third baseman. Hitting third, Fred Lynn in center fourth. Giles in left fifth. Gordon at second base sixth. Ty Cobb in right field seventh. You can tell he's entering some seasons where he wasn't the dominant player he's been for many, many years. Murray at first base hitting eighth, and Luke Appling, the shortstop, and hitting ninth. In the outfield for Philadelphia, Wynn in left, Stearns in center, Heilman in right. We'll get a picture in there for Stearns here in a minute. Groh, Davis, Orda, and Pujols at first. Kendall is leading off, and Campanella's behind the plate. Bridges pitching, and we're underway here in Detroit's Briggs Stadium. Kendall lines out, one away. Before we get any further, we get this photo in. Turkey Stearns, I'm not even sure I have his photo. I do. I don't. I will have to get that photo for the next game. Bridges facing Hornsby as Aaron Reed and David Relfan stops in. Bridges gets his first strikeout. Jones up the middle, base hit, and he's going to end up on second base. Third double of the season, runner in scoring position for Freddie Lynn. Lynn, slow roller to short. Davis is going to have to be fast to get him. He's not going to get him. Lynn beats it out. Jones goes to third. Brian Giles. And Freddie Lynn is picked off. No, he's back. I thought he was picked off. Certainly looked like it on the chalkboard. The pitch, Giles to right. Heilman's got it to end the inning. We head to the bottom of the first. Union Stewards, nothing. Iceman coming to bat. In the outfield for Union Stewards, Giles in left, Lynn in center, Cobb in right, Jones, Appling, Gordon, Murray in the infield, Kendall catching, Chandler pitching, batting order for Philadelphia, Heilman leading off in right, Stearns in center, second. Order at second, batting third, Suttles the DH fourth, Pujols fifth at first, Campanella catching sixth, Wynn in left seventh, Davis, the shortstop, hitting eighth, and Groh, the third baseman, batting ninth. Heilman pops it up. One away. Stearns up the middle, base hit. Orta up. He's hitting it on the ground to Appling. What's he going to do with it? He's going to throw to first. Stearns advances. Two away, runner on second. Suttles, we have another guy. Do we not have his picture? I didn't know. DH, let's find out. Bridges to face Gordon, Cobb, and Murray here. Number 2 for Bridges. Number 3 for Bridges. And he strikes out the sides. That's number 4. Bottom of the second we go. No score yet. Pujols, Campanella, and Wynn. Base hit to center field. Campanella is Chandler's first victim. And there it goes. Wynn flies out deep to left field as Giles makes a catch against the fence. Is 2 down as Pujols runs back to first. Pujols advances on a pass ball. And Davis strikes out to end the inning. We head to the third. We'll be right back. And when we do, it'll be no score, top of the third. Okay, we're back. Appling up, followed by the top of the order, Kendall and Hornsby. To right field, one down. Number 5 for Bridges. Number 6 for Bridges. Quick inning. We head to the bottom of the third. No score. Grow, Heilman, and Stearns. Lots of strikeouts. Number 3 for Chandler. Oh, we threw a walk in there as Heilman goes to first. Stearns, a slow roller back to the mound. Chandler is going to get to first, but it's going to be too late. Runners on first and second for George Orta. Slow roller to short. Appling across the diamond. He gets him. 2 down. Runners advance to second and third. Suttles stepping in. Giles gets that one in front of the fence. Another ball that he catches and saves extra bases. We have no score. We head to the top of the fourth. Chipper Jones, Fred Lynn, and Brian Giles do up. Number 7 for Bridges. Lynn to right. Highland's got it. Giles up the middle, base hit. Poor play by George Orta. His second one today. He's a 4 at second base. That accounts for those poor plays. Gordon strikes out. Number 8. We head to the bottom of the fourth. Chandler to face Pujols, Campanella, and win. Base hit. Pujols' second hit today. Campanella goes down. Strikeout number 4. Jimmy Wynn, left field, base hit. Poor plays all over the place today. That one was on Chipper Jones. Poor play number 9. I'll never forget a quote I heard from Curt Schilling. Red Sox got him in a trade in 2004. And in the first half of the season, the Red Sox were playing slightly over 500 ball. And they would boot balls all over the place. They would give games away in the field. And Schilling gave an interview, said he's never seen a championship team that wasn't a good fielding team. The Red Sox traded Garciaparra for Cabrera and got Mankiewicz, the first baseman, in there. And when they improved their defense, they went on to win the pennant. Davis up, ground ball to third, second for 1, over to first. Double play. We head to the top of the fifth. Bridges to face Cobb, Murray, and Appling, the bottom third of the Union Stewart order. Number 9 for Bridges. And Murray singles to left. Murray on first, Luke Appling. Throw to first. And they pick Murray off first base. Good throw by Campanella. 2 away now. Nobody on. Number 10 for Bridges in the 5th inning. We might see history here today. There's no score. Headed halfway home, headed to the bottom of the 5th. Speaking of the bottom, Grow, the number 9 hitter, is up for Philadelphia. Hits it foul. Ground ball up the middle. Gordon makes a good play. 1 down. Heilman to Cobb for the out. Fly out to left. We head to the top of the sixth, and we'll be right back. Okay, we're back here at Briggs Stadium. Kendall leads off here in the sixth. Ball's up the middle. Orta, the first for the out. Hornsby up. Gotta get that thing off the screen. Okay. Deep to left field. Wynn looking up. And he's bobbles the ball. Hornsby goes in the second base. It's an error on Jimmy Wynn. Runner on second base. First error of the game. Chipper Jones looking to knock in the first run. On the ground to Davis. Hornsby has to hold. Throws to first for the out. 2 down. Hornsby still at second. Freddie Lynn he was Rookie of the Year in 1975. This is the year he was drafted. Also MVP, but he becomes Bridges' 11th strikeout victim. We head to the top of the sixth. No score here at Detroit. George Orta. Grounded to Murray, makes a great play, flips to Chandler for the out. Murray, a 10 fielding first baseman. Probably a base hit anywhere else. Suttles is up. Jones gets him for out number 2 here in the top of the sixth. And Pujols, who's got 2 hits today. Hits it to Appling, 1-2-3. Go the Iceman. We head to the top of the seventh. No scoring at Briggs Stadium. Giles, Gordon, and Cobb up for Union Stewards. Bridges walks. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, that is his first walk, as the game tells me. Bridges checks Giles at first, facing Joe Gordon, who's 0 for 2 today, becomes Bridges' 12th strikeout victim. Ty Cobb, who's 0 for 2, steps in. That ball's hit in the right field for a base hit. Can't keep Ty Cobb down forever. Runners on first and second. Eddie Murray hitting .387 so far in the young season. Bridges, who's been unhittable to this point, has allowed a hit, a walk, and who knows? Let's look and see. What did he allow? Oh, we'll hide it. We'll look later. Okay, bases loaded. Appling up. Number 13 for Bridges. Well, He's get one more out, and he'll get out of this jam. He's going to do it with the leadoff hitter, Jason Kendall. 269 on the season for Kendall. Base hit in the left field. No, it's caught by Wynn at his shoe tops. What a great play by Jimmy Wynn to end the inning. We head to the bottom of the seventh inning. No runs, 5 hits, 1 error, 5 left on for Philadelphia. Union Stewards, no runs, 5 hits, no errors, 7 left on. Jimmy Wynn just saved at least a couple of runs with that shoestring catch out in left field. Chandler now to face Campanella, Wynn, and Davis. To center field. Freddie Lynn's got it for the out. Wynn into right field. It's going to bounce around in the corner. Wynn rounding first. Heading for third. He is safe at third base. Could Jimmy Wynn be the player of the game with that possibly game-saving catch in left field and now a triple with only 1 out? Let's see how Chandler handles it. Davis, the shortstop, due up. There's a base hit in the right field. 1-0 Philadelphia. Grow up. There goes the runner. Davis is safe with a stolen base. Now, number 2 on the year. Ground ball to second to Murray for the out. 2 outs. Davis goes to third. Harry Heilman stepping up. And he's going to single into left field as Chandler's coughed up 2 runs here in the bottom of the 7th. Runner on first, 2-0 score, 2 away. Stearns up, and he hits a line drive in the right field. Chandler appears to have lost it. Heilman goes to third. Stearns at first. And George Orta, 0 for 3. He's going to hit it on the ground to Jones. He's going to throw across the diamond to end the inning. However, the Icemen have scored twice. We head to the top of the eighth. Icemen 2, Union Stewards 0. Top of the 8th inning. Bridges on the mound facing Hornsby Jones and Freddie Lynn. Jack Marshall coming in to play second base. Alex Radcliffe to play first base. Rich Gossage is pitching. Strikeout number 1 for Gossage. Grounder in the center field. Jones on. His second hit of the day. Freddie Lynn's 1 for 3. Fly ball to center. 2 outs. Brian Giles. Tying run trots down to first base. 2 runners on for Joe Gordon. Gordon up the middle, base hit. It's going to score a run. Poor play on George Davis. That's just bad dice rolls. Davis is a good fielding second baseman. Gosh has coughed up a run. It's 2-1 for, yeah, you guessed it, Ty Cobb. And he strikes him out to end the inning. We head to the bottom of the eighth, 2-1 Philly. Suttle's up against Chandler, still in there. Jones across the diamond. Ball is in the dirt. It's bobbled, and it's an error on Chipper Jones. Runner on first. Philadelphia looking for an insurance run. Pujols up. Pujols to Jones at third, second for one, over to first. Double play as the error is inconsequential, 2 away. Roy Campanella. Giles has got it and left. We head to the top of the ninth. Union Steward's last chance. 2-1, Philadelphia. Here we go. Gossage to face Murray, Appling, and Kendall. Line drive, base hit in the right field. Murray at first, Luke Appling. Appling up the middle, and the first two batters single. Runners on first and second, nobody out. Kendall up, will he bunt? Let's find out. He struck him out. Hornsby up. Gossage strikes out 2 in a row. We're down to the last out for Union Stewards, tying run on second, go-ahead run on first. The pitch. Ground ball. Pujols boots it, but he throws to Gossage for the out and gets him. The game is over. Philadelphia wins 2-1, 2-9-1 for the Icemen, 1-9-1 for Union Stewards. Whoops. Didn't want to do that. I don't know what that happened, but let's go back to where we were and look at the box score. There we go. Hitting stars for the Union Stewards. Everybody got a hit, couple of hits by Jones, couple hits by Murray, but not quite enough. And for Philadelphia, Stearns went 3 for 4. Pujols 2 for 4. Wynn 2 for 3. The catch by Wynn really figured in the game. Pitching lines, losing pitcher Chandler, he's now 2-2 in 8 innings, 9 hits, allowed 2 runs, both of them earned, struck out 4, walked 1. Bridges now 3-0, 3-0, 7 innings, 5 hits, no runs, struck out 13, walked 2. Gossage came in, got his 8th save, 2-inning save, but it was touch and go as he allowed 4 hits. Okay, we head to the 5th. Chicago at Manchester. Manchester wins 7-0. Crystal Lake at Real Chicago. Real Chicago wins 7-4. San Francisco at Vegas. Vegas on a losing streak. And that continues. They're 7-12. Alexander 0-5. That's quite a start for a guy that won 30 games in real life. Beantown at Washington, 5-1 Beantown. That division closes up. Union Stewards at Philly again. Union Stewards exact some revenge, 11-2. Lehigh at Gary. Lehigh wins 6-3. St. Louis at Carolina. St. Louis wins 3-2. And Lancaster at Northwest looking for their second win. They don't get it. Lancaster wins 2-0. The next game I want to play is on the 7th. And it is Beantown at Manchester, but before that, let's do the 6th. Excuse me, one take. Second one, I take a sip of water. Okay, we're simming the 6th, Beantown at Washington, 11-0 Beantown. That league tightens up. Union Stewards at Philly again. Philly comes back 10-2 win. Lehigh at Gary. 6-3 Gary beats Lehigh. St. Louis at Carolina. 3-1 Carolina. Chicago at Manchester. 12-4 Manchester, who's now 13-8. They in the third place. Crystal Lake visiting Real Chicago and beats them 6-4. San Francisco at 500. Will they continue Vegas's losing streak? They do not. Vegas win 7-2 as they break there. I think they were 7-8, so it was a 4-game losing streak, but it's over. And Lancaster at the Northwest. Lancaster continues Northwest misery. They're now 1-18. And the last day of the first week in May, where we will play Beantown in Manchester. But before that, Washington at home against Chicago. Washington wins 4-0. 3-game lead in the division. Lancaster at Philadelphia. Lancaster beats them 3-2. Philly battling Lehigh for first place, and they're a half a game up. San Francisco at Gary. 5-4 Gary win at home. Crystal Lake at Carolina. 2-1 Crystal Lake. They are in fourth place, 4.5 games back. St. Louis at Real Chicago. 3-0. Kurt Schilling wins. Verlander takes the loss. Lehigh at Vegas. Vegas wins 2-1 as they now on a 2-game winning streak. Hard to believe. And Union Stewards at Northwest. Northwest continues to play great ball. They're 1-19 to start the season. Union Stewards are 14-7 in third place, 1 game behind Philly, and they are tied with Lehigh for those spots in the East. Okay, let's play Beantown at Manchester. Thornton Lee pitching for the Orioles. The Red Bolts have Kevin Apier. We're at Ebbets Field, where Beantown will be pitching Thornton Lee 2-0 with a 3.2 ERA against an ace, Kevin Apier 2-0. He's held the opposition to a 1.59 ERA. It's sunny out. The wind is going out 70 degrees wind speed right to left.
You'll need to unlock your iPhone first.
Here we go. Batting lineups for the Beantown Orioles. Raines in left, batting first. Frisch at second, batting second. Doby in center, batting third. Thomas at first, batting fourth. Alvarez, the DH. Fifth, Rosen at third. Sixth, Singleton in right field. Seventh, Carter catching eighth, and Jackson at shortstop. Batting ninth in the outfield, Keller, Williams, and Ramirez for Manchester. Infield, Roland, Werber, Robinson, and Gehrig at first base. Posada catching, Raines stepping in. Apey is set to pitch. We're underway. Grounded to second, 1 away. Frankie Fish walks. Larry Doby. There goes Frisch. He's safe. Stolen base number 7. Fly to center field. Bernie Williams under it. Puts it away. 2 away. Frank Thomas on the ground, the third. Rolling across the diamond. They get him for the out. We head to the bottom of the first. Beantown, nothing. Red Bulls coming to bat. Here we go. Batting lineup for the Red Bolts. Werber at short, Roland at third, batting second. Keller in left field, batting third. Ramirez in right field, batting fourth. Williams in center, batting fifth. Otani, the DH, sixth. Gehrig at first, seventh. Posada, eighth. Catching, and Robinson at second base, hitting ninth. In the outfield, Raines, Doby, and Singleton. We'll get Singleton's picture there in a minute. Rosen, Jackson, Frisch, Frank Thomas at first base. Catching is Gary Carter. Pitching, Thornton Lee. Here we go. Let's get this photo. There he is, inappropriately an Orioles cap. Lee pitching. Center field, 1 away. Rolling up on the ground to third. 2 down. Keller strikes out. 1, 2, 3. Go the Red Bolts. We head to the top of the second. No score. Alvarez on the ground to second. Jackie Robinson throws him out. Fly to left. Keller puts it away for the out. And Singleton in the right field, and it's the first hit of the game. Singleton on first. Gary Carter up. Carter in the right field, but Gehrig stops it from getting there. Inning over, we head to the bottom of the second. There's no score here at Ebbets Field. Mark stops by. MV's here. And Steve Tate has checked in. Must be an important game. The commissioner's in the stand. Manny Ramirez facing Thornton Lee, and he promptly deposits that in the left field for a base hit. Bernie Williams up the middle, 2 hits in a row. Two-buddy on, nobody out for Otani. And there it goes, but it's going to be caught by Singleton at the warning track, and the runners will have to return. Lee now facing Gehrig doesn't get any easier. But he makes it look easy by striking him out. Posada up. Posada on the ground to Rosen, going to throw the short way to second. Gets Bernie Williams for the force. We head to the third. There's no score here at Ebbets Field. Travis Jackson. Line drive, base hit in the left. It's going to end up to be a double, as that's a poor play by, I'm sure that was Keller. Raines walks. The only key thing going to keep him on first base is not the pitcher. It'll be Jackson on second. That's a strikeout, but the catcher dropped the ball. Is that? Oh, no, it was a bunt. Sacrifice bunt. Runners on second and third. 1 away. Doby on the ground. The Gehrig run's going to score, but Gehrig takes it to the bag for the second out. They trade an out for a run. 1-0 Beantown as Frank Thomas steps up to the plate. Hits it deep to left field, but Keller makes a great play. Keller saves a couple of runs for Manchester. We head to the bottom of the third. Beantown leads 1-0. Lee facing Jackie Robinson. Third strikeout for Lee. Werber on the ground up the middle, but it's going to be booted by Lee as he tried to get it off the mound, and that's going to be an error on the pitcher. But runner on first, Scott Rowland up, throw to first, he's back. That error must have bothered him because he promptly walks. Scott Rowland, runners on first and second for Keller. Charlie Keller, slow roller to second. Over to short for one, back to first. Double play. Inning is over. We head to the fourth. 1-0 Beantown. Apier delivers to Alvarez, who hits it to Gehrig, flips to Apier for the out. Ground line drive in the left field. It's down into the corner. Rosen rounds first, heads for second. Here's the throw. He is safe. He's at second base with a double. One out, runner on second. Ken Singleton up. Singleton up the middle. Robinson to first. Over to third goes Rosen. Gary Carter. He walks him. I'm guessing that was almost intentional because he's going to face Travis Jackson. However, Jackson's had a good day. He's doubled today. Ground ball up the middle. Great play by the second baseman Robertson. Flips to short for the out. Inning is over. We head to the bottom of the fourth. Still 1-0 Beantown. Ramirez stepping in, followed by Williams and Ohtani. Lee's pitching a great game. Fourth strikeout. He's only allowed 2 hits today. Kiss of death is here comes the third hit as I say he only allowed 2 hits. Bernie Williams on first. Ohtani down the right field line, but he's going to be caught by the first baseman. Williams gets back in time. He's not doubled off. And Lou Gehrig. Deep in the right field. Singleton's got it for the out. We head to the top of the fifth. It's still 1-0 Beantown. There's a vendor selling hot dogs as Tim Raines steps up. Raines up the middle. Robinson having a great day, throws him out. Frisch up, fly ball to center. Bernie Williams on his horse tracks it down, and Larry Doby deep in the right field. This one will not be tracked down. It's into the stands for a home run. It is 2-0. Larry Doby hits home run number 6. Frank Thomas up. Apier missed his location on that pitch. Ground ball to Rowland. Close play at first, but it's going to be in the dirt. It's an error on Scott Rowland. Runner will reach first and end up on second base as the ball went into the dugout. Runner on second, 2 outs. Apier pitching to Alvarez. He walks him intentionally to get to Al Rosen, who's 1 for 2, and strikes him out. We head to the bottom of the fifth. 2-0 Beantown. Trying to catch up, MV will send Posada, Robinson, and Werber to face Thornton Lee. Pop up in the infield. One away. Robinson in the center field, base hit. Werber in the left field, a base hit. And just like that, Werber ends up with his 5th double of the season, tying run on second. 1 out, 2 runners on for Scott Rowland. Rowland, little bloop. Rowland puts it away. 2 outs. Rosen puts it away, sorry. Rowland, Rosen, I'm going to get those confused all day. Charlie Keller up. Tying run on second. Keller, line drive, and Frisch has got that one. 2 line drives to the infield. End inning number 5. We head to the 6th, 2-0 Beantown. Frank Thomas picture. Ron Thomas. Okay, we'll change that picture. There we go. That's the right one. Do we got another? Let's see. We got lots of Frank Thomas pictures. I don't like that one either. Let's use that one. Okay, right Frank Thomas. Singleton up. Base hit in the right. Gary Carter to center field. Great play by Bernie Williams. This is the second game of a doubleheader. There's been 2 great pitching performances in both games we've seen today. Ground ball to third. Rowland to first. And gets Jackson by a step. Singleton goes to second, 2 down. And Raines goes down on strikes. We head to the bottom of the 6th, still 2-0 Beantown. Ramirez coming up for Manchester. He'll be followed by Williams and Ohtani. That one's out of here. Manny Ramirez, home run number 3. Manchester's on the board. That ball traveled 371 feet. The lead cut in half. It's now 2-1. Bernie Williams pops it up. Frankie Frisch got it on the outfield grass. There's 1 away for Ohtani. Ohtani walks. Thornton Lee with only 79 pitches. He's not getting tired. Lou Gehrig's up. Gehrig to short. Jackson has it for the out. Jorge Posada deep in the center field, but Dobie's got it. Inning is over. We head to inning number 7. Red Bulls cut the lead. It's now 2-1 Beantown. Starting pitchers both in the game. Apier to face Frisch, Dobie, and Thomas with the right picture. Bernie Williams has got it for the out. Dobie on the ground to short. Beats it out. Runner on first. Frank Thomas up. Must have been a pitch out, right? Looking for the runner to steal. Struck him out, 2 down, runner on first. Represents an insurance run. Alvarez to right field. Ramirez has it. We head to the bottom of the 7th, 2 runs, 6 hits, 1 error for Beantown, 9 left on. The Red Bolts, 1 run, 6 hits, 1 error, 7 left on. Red Bolts will send up the bottom hitter in their order, Jackie Robinson, followed by Werber and Rowland. Robinson to short. 1 out. Werber to line drive to Rosen. He's got it. And Rowland pops it up. Shortstop Jackson chasing in the foul territory. Puts it away for the out. We head to the top of the 8th. It's still 2-1 Beantown. Start is still in there. Fly ball to center field. And Rosen's the first out of the inning. Singleton. Strikeout number 4 as Apia turns red. Carter on the ground to Rowland. Cross the diamond for the out. 1, 2, 3 goes Beantown. We head to the bottom of the 8th, 2-1 Beantown. Lee on the mound, facing the heart of Manchester's order. Keller Ramirez and Paul Konerko will be coming in to play first base. Maglio Dona's right field. Defense stiffens. Pitch to Keller. Strikes him out. Manny Ramirez homered for the Manchester's only run. And he's going to pop it up to Jackson this time. Bernie Williams to center. And that ball is caught. We head to inning number 9. Beantown leads here at Ebbets Field, home a park of the Manchester Red Bulls, 2-1. Jackson, Jason Grimsley comes in to pitch. Gets a strikeout. Tim Raines on the ground to second. That ball's in the dirt. He bobbles it. It's an error on Jackie Robinson. Raines goes to second. Frisch, foul ball. Ground ball to Robinson. Attempted double play. They get the force out, but a runner will score, and that will be an unearned run, I'm sure. As Beantown gets an insurance run here in the top of the 9th. Konerko pops it up. Out number 3, we head to the bottom of the 9th. Red Bolts' last chance will send up Otani, Gehrig, and Posada. They need a couple of runs before they get 3 outs. Otani to Frisch, flips to Lee for the out. Gehrig, slow roller to short. Jackson up with it, long throw to first. And Gehrig beats it out. Tying run comes to the plate. Jorge Posada Deep in the left center field. That one is gone, and Jorge Posada ties it up with a 2-run home run off of Thornton Lee in the bottom of the ninth inning. That ball traveled 379 feet. Home run number 2 for Posada. And MV's squad comes through in the clutch. It is now 3-3. Red Bolts have 1 out. Jackie Robinson up. Will Thornton Lee be left in? Let's find out. He walks Jackie Robinson. Robinson, a good runner, but not terribly speedy at first. Billy Werber. Lee throws to first. Robinson back. Werber goes down on strikes. Scott Rowland up, 2 outs. Robinson at first. Thornton Lee walks the winning run into scoring position. Charlie Keller comes to the plate. Keller, a slow roller. This is going to be close. Keller is safe, beats it out. The bases are loaded. 2 outs. Let me paint a picture for you. Bottom of the ninth inning. 2 runs down. The Bolts tied it up on a Jorge Posada 2-run homer. Thornton Lee has allowed the bases to be loaded. Manny Ramirez, who homered earlier in the game, comes to the plate. Keller beats out an infield hit to keep this inning alive. Lee looks in at the catcher, gets the sign. The pitch to Ramirez. He struck him out. We go to inning number 10. Well, the high drama continues as we go to the 10th inning, all tied at 3. Grimsley on the mound for the Red Bolts, facing Alvarez. Pops it up. 1 away. Alan Watson coming into pitch. Rosen walks. Ordonez. Jake Miller in the pitch. That's interesting. Pickoff attempt. Line drive, and Ramirez is going to catch it. 2 away. Gary Carter. Wes Farrell the pitch. Look at this. One pitcher, one batter. Pops it up. And is a great play by Jorge Posada to end the top of the 10th. We head to the bottom of the 10th, tied at 3. Hey, MV, if you keep changing pitchers every time a batter comes up, you're going to run out of pitchers here in a couple of innings. Bernie Williams, followed by Otani and Gehrig. On the mound is Thornton Lee. He's going to continue. Thornton Lee's got 150 pitches in him at least. Number 8. Otani deep in the right field. Ordonez has it for the out. Looked better off the bat than it did when it got there. Lou Gehrig strikes out number 9 for Lee. Quick 1-2-3 inning for Beantown. We head to the 11th, tied at 3. Farrell on the mound to face Jackson. Base hit in the right field. Tim Raines. Base hit in the center field. Jackson rounding second, goes to third. Beantown all set up now, as Farrell will have to put bat fresh. Infield comes in. Throws to first. Fly deep to left field. Keller can only watch it. It is out of here. Farrell gives up a Frankie Frisch home run. Traveled 379 feet. It is now 6-3 Beantown. Doby up now with a 3-run lead. Strikes out. 1 out. Line drive into the right field. Base hit for Konerko. Alvarez to right. Ramirez got it. 2 away. And Rosen on the ground in the right field. Base hit. Runner rounds second, goes to third. Runners on first and third, 2 away. 3-run Beantown lead. They're leaving Farrell in. Ground ball to short. Werber flips to Robinson to end the 11th, top of the 11th. However, 3 runs scored by Beantown. We head to the bottom of inning number 11, 6-3 Beantown. Here we go. Can MV make a comeback 2 innings in a row? Speaking of that, Posada, who tied it up last time, is up now to lead off the inning. And Thornton Lee is into inning number 11. They're going to leave him in. Base hit in the center field. That's going to end up to be a double. As Thornton Lee turns red, will they replace him or will they let him pitch to Jackie Robinson? He's going to pitch. And just like that, you really expected nothing less. Billy Werber comes to the plate and represents the tying run. Keith Folk is finally going to come out of the bullpen. Pops it up to the infield, an automatic out. 1 away. Scott Rowland represents the tying run. Folk gets the sign. Here's the pitch. He struck him out. 1 out away from a tough, hard-fought win by Beantown. Charlie Keller faces Keith Folk. That ball's hit deep in the right field. I don't believe it. This game is tied again as Charlie Keller hits home run number 9. And can you believe it? This game is tied at 6 in the bottom of the 11th inning. And MV can send me a thank you note because the day before the season started, I traded him Charlie Keller. I'm going to take credit for part of this game. We are tied up, and we're headed. Well, we're still in the bottom of the 11th. Manny Ramirez steps up. A long, long time ago, Ramirez homered. He pops it up. Konerko under it. Well, I bet you didn't think you were going to hear this. 3 outs at the bottom of the 11th. We head for inning number 12. We're tied at 6. Farrell now will face Carter. Carter hits it deep in the left. It's off the wall. Carter's going to be at third on a double with an error. Keller, who saved the game with a 3-run homers, commit his second error of the season. Runner on third, nobody else. Farrell still on the mound. Will they bring the infield in? You bet. Jackson to right field. Ramirez. He tags. No throw. 7-6. Robin Roberts, the starter, is coming in to pitch. On the ground is second. He's going to boot it. Error number 8 for Jackie Robinson. Frankie Frisch. Stolen base for Raines. What a surprise. Line drive in the right field base hit. They won't get Raines. He's out. They got him. I can't believe it. They threw him out at the plate. Tim Raines, one of the fastest men in the league, is thrown out at home. Frankie Frisch goes to second. We got everything in this game. Doby up. An insurance run on second. Line drive, base hit in left field. The throw home, but they won't get him. It is now 8-6. Konerko up the middle. Roberts gets it, throws to first for the out. Well, we head to the bottom of the 12th. This time the Red Bolts are only 2 runs down. I think I should get some credit for picking the game of the year so far. Folk seems okay. Will face Bernie Williams. Can MV do it a third time? Well, they start out okay. Base hit. Williams at first. And you guessed it. Tying run comes to the plate. There it goes. No, O'Donia's got it at the wall. 1 down. Lou Gehrig up, 1 away, represents the tying run. Ordonez backs up and gets this one. Red Bolts down to their last out. Keith Folk turns red. Well, let's see what the computer manager does. Posada's done it once. He tied a game in the 9th with a 3-run homer. They're going to bring in a pitcher. Gil Seamus comes in. Throws to first. Posada pops it up. And the game is over in 12 innings. Beantown wins 8-6, 8 runs, 15 hits. 1 error for Beantown. They left 14 on. Red Bolts 6-12-4. They left 11 on. As we head to the box score, well, there are too many heroes to mention. So I'm just going to let you stare at that, and I will read off the pitching lines. The starting pitcher for Manchester, Appiah, went 6 innings, allowed 2 runs. Both of them earned, struck out and walked 4. Watson came in. Grimsley came in. Watson came in, and Miller came in a strange inning as each faced a batter. Farrell pitched, the losing pitcher pitched 1 2/3, allowed 6 hits, 4 runs. Struck out 1, walked nobody. Robin Roberts came in to finish the last inning. Thornton Lee pitched 10 great innings, allowed 10 hits, 5 runs. All of them earned, struck out 9, walked 5. Folk, the winner, although he blew the save, he is now 3-0. 1 2/3 innings, 2 hits, a run. Struck out 1. And Seamus comes in to get his save. Let's put this back down where it belongs. Oh, wait a second. Got to get rid of these box scores. There they go. We're not going to May 9th. Let's see, just in case. May 8th is where we're going to end. We ended on May 7th. It's been quite a week. This was an exciting week of baseball. In the Suck It Up Global League, Washington 17-4, great start. 2.5 games ahead of Beantown, who has a great start at 13-5 themselves. Crystal Lake 4.5 games back, and Manchester 4.5 games back of the Washington Clowns. No More Tears Universal League, Philadelphia 15-6 start, one game lead over Lehigh and Union Stewards, 2 games over Gary. This is a tough league I'm in. San Francisco 9-11, Vegas 9-12, and Lancaster 9-14. I have to tell you, San Francisco, Vegas, and Lancaster all have been in the playoffs in my many sims. There are 7 out of 8 teams in the Universal League that can end up in the playoffs. It's going to be a long, exciting season for both leagues. And I want to thank Mark from Beantown for joining us and watching and cheering on his team. MV, tough loss, MV, but your team has nothing to hide your head about. You came back with 2 brilliant last-minute home runs to keep that game alive. Steve Tate came in. David Railfan came in. Aaron Reed was here. Philip Reynolds and David Landau also came by to watch for a few minutes. I want to thank everybody for coming by and listening to this week's broadcast. Either Steve Tate or I, or maybe we'll be lucky enough to have someone else broadcast another game, but we will get week 2 done sometime in the next few days. Thanks, everybody. Stay tuned. I believe Steve Tate will be doing a hockey broadcast sometime this afternoon. Have a great day, everybody.